Fantastic finishes. Let's get back to baseball. It's the Angels. It is the Marlins. It's Mike Trout's 35th birthday, and he came in. You see the right side of your screen. He had homered 5 times on his birthday in his career. Friday night, top one, swinging. Oh, opposite field these days. The bat slowed down just enough, but the power still there. 400 feet, 6th birthday home run for him, tying him with A-Rod and Mark Reynolds for the most birthday home runs in big league history. He goes, it's pretty cool. It's good to finally get one. He said it had been 12 to 20 games since he had a home run. Bottom 9, Marlins down 4-3. Javier Sanoja. Runner on first, 2 outs. That's off the glove of Denzer Guzman. Leo Jimenez is trying to come around and score from first. Jose Siri is happy to see him. Gets him at the dish.
What a tag.
Hey, Siri, play Baby Shark. Look at him holster that thing after he was done. His skipper, Kurt Suzuki, said, I didn't think they were going to send him. But with Siri, he kind of dares them to send him. He made a strong throw, got him by inches. Gary, do you have anything on that? Angels win 4-3.
I'm just curious what Miami's area code is. I couldn't tell. All right, bottom 6. This Orioles leading the Rangers 1-0 until Young Ja. Hey, if it stays fair, it's gone. It stayed fair, so it's gone. Rangers take a 2-1 lead. Top 9 O's down 2-1. Runner on first. Christian Franklin. Double into the right field corner. Check out the relay. All right, somebody had a copy of Tommy Mansky's video because Leody Taveras sent home, but on the relay from Brandon Nimmo to Nicky Lopez to Diaz.
What a tag.
And Diaz is going to get the tag on the sliding mitt. It was reviewed. It was upheld. Rangers win 2-1. They're hanging on right now to the final AL wildcard spot.
So this happened. We're in Chicago. 8 pitchers were used on Thursday against the Red Sox. You need a nice long start from your starter, right? Right. But that gets in. That's Noah Schultz. He hits Joe Adell. Pitching coach Zach Bove comes out. He's going to talk to Nicky Schultz. Well, his name's not Nick. It's Noah. He's going to come talk to Noah Schultz. I know a Nick Schultz. Shout out, Nick. Angel Martinez, next batter, bases loaded.
Okay.
That stays in the yard. Still going to do a little bit of damage. Okay. Guardians take a 2-0 lead. After that play, White Sox manager Will Venable comes out. He'd like to talk to Noah Schultz. Problem is, the White Sox already used 1 mound visit. A second one with the same pitcher in the same inning means that pitcher's out of the game. After 1 out, here's Venable on what happened.
Yeah, just an inexcusable mistake by me where we had an appeal play that we wanted to execute. And, in the urgency of trying to make that happen, just totally lost, that we had visited. And obviously, that was a mistake.
So, Noah Schultz, 1/3 of an inning, 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 K. The guy who came on to relieve him, David Sandlin, is still on there, top 5, bases loaded. And Martinez is just a bugaboo. He's just a habitual line stepper. Grand slam, second of his season, career-high 6 RBI. The Guardians win 8-2, 4th straight loss for the White Sox. What does it all mean? Guards traffic jam in the AL wildcard, kind of like the Dan Ryan, up there in Chicago. Dan Ryan, a little bit of traffic. It's a little inside, but the Twins are on this list as well. They're back of the Rangers, about a half game for the 3rd spot. The Red Sox have nearly pulled even with the Yankees.
Puck up, America. It's time to kiss goodbye. Home runs of note. Across Major League Baseball, hey, bring it in. I'm not a hugger, I'm a kisser. Twins, Brewers, Kalen Culpepper making his Major League Baseball debut, 2024 first-round pick, the 23-year-old shortstop out of Memphis. Culpepper's first career hit is his first career home run, and the fam is in the building. Kalen's pops Ken talking about the moment.
He called me and he came out and he said, "Hey Dad, what are you doing?" I was on the couch asleep and he was like, "Hey Dad," and he just all of a sudden he said, "I got some news for you." He just started crying and he was like, "Dad, I'm so happy about what's going on." And I was like, "What's going on?" He said, "Dad, I made it.
That is awesome. To add to that, how about the Twins getting the 8-6 win in Culpepper's debut?
Blue Jays and Phillies, nice night in Philadelphia. Phillies legend Chase Utley inducted in the franchise's Wall of Fame. Yes, that is Mac from Always Sunny, Rob McElhenney. Maybe they had a catch. You know what I mean? Maybe they had a catch.
I think they did.
Zach Wheeler's pitch.
I don't know.
What's the issue with the pitch? Well, his right foot comes off the rubber during his motion, and umpire John Tempain is hurt enough.
Time out!
There's a joke to be made. I'm not going to make it. Tom Payne, I don't know, rabbit ears. He heard something from the dugout. Apparently the Blue Jays dugout. Zach Wheeler has a choice. Zach Wheeler had a choice phrase. And then Wheeler delivers that, and it gets barreled up by Nathan Lucas into right. Bryce Harper's throw home, not in time. At least it was also offline. The Jays retake the lead 3-2. They retake the lead 3-2. So it's now Toronto 5-4. But you got bases loaded. You got Brandon Marsh up. Marsh to second. Ernie Clement's going to field it. He has a first baseman and the pitcher running to the bag. That's a bang-bang play. Marsh thought, he's frustrated, and you could see why. This thing was super close. Phillies were 2 for 11 with runners in scoring position. Gary, they left 11 men on base. They left King of Prussia, PA, on base. Blue Jays win 5-4.
There's no hotter team in baseball than the Boston Red Sox. They continue to absolutely roll. Another win last night. Current win streak, 9. Peyton Tolley, massive pitching performance. He went 6 strong, struck out 14. His 14 Ks tied for the second most in a game by an American League rookie over the last 50 years. Senior baseball writer Buster Olney joining the program this morning. Buster, fantastic to see you. We saw the Red Sox win 15 straight just a couple of weeks ago. Their current streak puts them at 9 straight wins after last night's performance. What's been the recipe in your eyes to this current streak?
Gary, let's be absolutely clear about this. What we're seeing with the Boston Red Sox is the craziest team turnaround in the history of baseball. If you were a Red Sox fan and you woke up on the morning of June 25th and you felt like that your team was the worst in baseball, guess what? You would have been right. They were 30th out of 30 teams in runs scored, 29th out of 30 teams in home runs. And since then, they've gone 32-5. Since then, since June 25th, they're first in the major leagues in runs scored. They're 7th in home runs. They're first in ERA. Our friend Sarah Langs tells us that the Red Sox ascent from 14 games under 500 to now 13 games over 500 in just 44 days is the fastest in major league history. I had an executive say to me yesterday, man, they are flying high, and I hope that they come down to earth before October.
Well, people in Boston probably would disagree with that. We go from win streaks to now losing streaks. The Dodgers have lost 7 straight games after losing in walk-off fashion to the Diamondbacks in the desert. What's gone wrong for LA?
Yeah, their list of problems grows, right? We know they have injuries, the catchers, different stars on their team, and are not playing well. And now Edwin Diaz, since he came off the injured list, has struggled. Last night, he blows the save, and he told reporters after the game that, look, my fastball is good, but my slider, he's trying to regain that since having elbow surgery early in the year. In 11 appearances for the Dodgers this year, the highest paid reliever in baseball has an 11 ERA. And the Dodgers now are the 3rd seed in the National League. Of course, that's important because it would mean they'd have to advance through the playoffs 1 extra round if they stay in the 3rd seed.
Now, teams across Major League Baseball jockeying for potential postseason positioning, and that includes the Chicago White Sox. And we saw an interesting mistake made by White Sox bench boss Will Venables against Cleveland. Buster, how costly was that blunder?
Yeah, it hurt, and the timing was really bad because, of course, the White Sox had played that crazy game against the Red Sox on Thursday night in which they used 7 pitchers. So in the first inning of last night's game, Will Venable, the White Sox manager who's had a terrific year, lost track of how many mound visits there had been, so he had to take out his starting pitcher after just 2/3 of an inning. And that, of course, after that, the Guardians capitalized. They wind up winning this game in what is a really important series in the American League Central. The Guardians chasing the White Sox at this time. As Venable said after the game, it was an egregious mistake.
Sure. Buster Olney joining us this morning with the goings-on across Major League Baseball. Things are getting good in every single corner right now of the league. Buster, thanks. Some streaks are good, some streaks are bad, depending on who you ask. Going into yesterday's action, this is the way those teams were collectively streaking. The LA Dodgers have lost 6 straight. Max Muncy to Freddie Freeman. Like, yo, how are we going to snap out of this? How about this, Tommy Edman? A swing and a drive. Corbin Carroll, though, mostly Carroller show up at your front door. This Carroller is going to show up at the fence and take away a long ball. What a catch. Showing off the bunnies. Actually, showing off the bunnies in a big way. We go to the 7th inning. D-backs up 1-0. Top 7. Dodgers trail now 2-1. It's Edman. This time runners on the corners, and he is going to find an open sheet of grass. And that's hard to do in the desert.
An open sheet.
Dry. An open sheet.
Open sheet.
Of grass. You know,
That's
like
right.
like a layer of sod, if you will. Dodgers tied up at 2. Bases loaded for Shohei. Tani going to end the threat. Okay, Dodgers strand the bases loaded. They have not won a baseball game, Randy, since last month, July 30th. Yeah, Andy Pages, top 8. First pitch of the inning, Andy Pages dispensing this home run to break the 2-2 tie. The Dodgers 65-0 when leading heading into the 9th inning, and that is precisely where we find ourselves right now. Bottom 9, Edwin Diaz, just one blown save on the season. Runner on for Ryan Waldschmidt. The tying run is at second. That runner can turn into a jogger because that is a walk-off home run. The Dodgers win 4-3, or excuse me, the Diamondbacks win 4-3, hand the Dodgers their 7th straight loss. So LA may have lost 7 straight for the 3rd time over the last decade, but the last 2 instances were merely champagne problems en route to another World Series. LA dropping 11 straight before losing in the 2017 Fall Classic in 7 to Houston. The Dodgers also lost 7 straight about this same time a year ago before locking up a 2nd straight World Series title.
Speaking of the World Series, the Red Sox are going to win this season.
Come on.
8-game win streak coming in. They're taking on an Athletics team that's lost 8 straight coming in. So dueling streaks, bottom 2. As baseball is streaking out of the fens into what Gary calls the best seats in baseball.
Objectively speaking.
Just
no
objectively. Jaron Duran saying, I just trust my process, trust my plan, trust myself. Trust that Wheelier Abreu is going to also circle about 180 feet. That's off the wall. 1 run, scores easily. The second, the throw, not in time. 5 runs in the 2nd inning for the Sox to lead 5-0. 2 hits for Abreu, drove in 3.
Is that Donnie?
Sox had 15.
Looked like Donnie Wahlberg.
It's entirely possible. So he's got a little free time. Oh, speaking of taking a shot, that was into center field. Cedar Rafaela laying out, making a tremendous grab. This is how the Red Sox are winning. They have hitting. They have fielding. Peyton Tolley was handling the pitching. Chad Tracy said it doesn't get much better than that. He was electric. Tommy White, that's a frisbee. Good luck. Jonah Heim. Down to the wire. Tolley, a.k.a. Ron Swanson.
Yeah, 100%.
Jonathan Ornelas, Henry Bolte, Jacob Wilson. 14 punch-outs for Tolley in only 84 pitches of work. Only rookie with multiple games of 11 or more strikeouts. Red Sox cruise 13-1. They have won 27 of their last 30 games. And Tolley is putting himself in good company. 14 strikeouts, tying him for the 2nd most by an AL rookie in the last 50 years. The only one with more punch-outs. Worked out pretty well for the Red Sox for a stretch. It was the Rocket. Stay hot, Rocket. That was over 40 years ago.
And speaking of what are going on in the AL East, the Yankees were up like 15 games on the Red Sox just a couple of weeks ago. 2-hour rain delay and lightning delay. You saw the big bolt right there in center field. After the delay was lifted, Matt Olson going to lift this baseball out of the ballpark. It's 2-0 Bravos. Booney hates to see that. Then you get the tomahawk. We're ready to chop. Austin Wells, this in the bottom of the 9th. The Yankees trying to string together a comeback. This is going to find that right field wall. So the Yankees down 2-1. Wells into second base safely. 2 batters later. Ben Rice up with 2 on, 2 out. Rice, now you have my attention. What's he going to do with this baseball? Oh, this has a shot to go off of the wall. The Yankee bats wake up. We're tied at 2. We head to extras. In the first extra frame, it's Ronald Acuna Jr., 2 outs, a man on third. What's this going to do? This could be trouble. Except it wasn't. Luis Garcia Jr. makes the over-the-shoulder grab. Great concentration. Bottom 10, bases jacked, 1 out. Ryan McMahon, this might just do it. 1 out, bases loaded, full count. This is going to be deep enough. Garcia Jr. going to score on the save. It wasn't even close. I was trying to build it up. I can't lie to the people. McMahon gets the walk-off, the Gatorade bat. Yankees win 3-2 in 10.